Hello YouTube. Slow Life Pipes here. Hey, I just want to make a quick recommendation to you. I'm out and about doing a couple things, getting a part for my van that seems to have broken. Smoking my Briar Art Ultralight with some Orlik Golden Slice in it. I found it was smoking a little. It was just hard to draw. If you watched my Bosco Piper VR from a couple nights ago, I couldn't get my lighter to draw down in there, so I couldn't figure out why that was. And I went home and I looked inside and I saw that it didn't look like the airway had quite made it to the full diameter of the drill bit. Like it stopped just a little bit short, and this pipe is drilled flat on the bottom, and so then the airway kind of drills through. It's very much like a corn cob. So you have a flat bottom with a channel that drops into the bottom, and this doesn't have a channel that goes through the bottom like the reed does in a corn cob pipe, but it's drilled straight into a flat bottom of a bowl like that, which I'm fine with. I think that air mechanic works fine. Like it works in a corn cob, it'll work in this too, but it seemed like it stopped a little bit short, so it was restricting the draw really bad. And so I took my 9/64 tapered drill bit this morning and just opened it up a little bit, because I use this long tapered drill bit to open up airways on pipes that I have, because I like Danish size airways. But so I didn't open it to 9/64, so I just used the taper until I got it like more open, and now I'm smoking it again. It's smoking great, so it draws really smooth now, much better than it did. So I think it just had a little spot there that needed to be cleared out of a little more wood material. So smoking really good. Anyway, my recommendation is this. I've been a fan of the 3-way pipe tools, you know, for a long time. They're like $2 at your local brick and mortar, but I recently walked into my local shop in Southeast Portland where I live. It's a shop here called 82nd Pipe and Tobacco, and it's right down the street from me, so I go there. It's pretty much the only one I go to around. There's only like 3 in the general Portland area, and this is the only one that I really frequent. So anyway, they have this pipe tool that I'd never seen before on their shelf a while ago, and I bought one, and I really liked it. It was the same price as the 3-way check tool, and then I just lost it last week. I left it on a table at a coffee shop that I smoke at, and that I study at a lot, and while I was smoking outside. But I went in there today and they didn't have it out, but I said, hey man, I was looking for this tool and it looks like this, and he has this like drawer of pipe tools and he's digging around in it, and they're all in the boxes, and I was about to just buy like 2 check tools just to, you know, put in some places so I'd have more tampers, and he pulled this one out and had it, so I wanted to show it to you. So your normal check tool looks like, you know, the 3-way tools with the spoon and the poker and then the tamper. And what I wanted to show you is this one. If you've never seen it, it's not a nail. It costs the same price as $1.99. It's all aluminum, so it's much lighter, and it's just a flat tamper head like that. Works really well. And I don't ever use the spoon, the scooper on my 3-way tool. I never use it, not even to clean my pipe out. I just use the poker because it's a long straight bar that does fine to scrape the walls of your pipe and get little bits of tobacco out and stuff. And so this one is just has this sleeve, little seal there to keep your ashes contained, with a poker on the inside, so that after you've done your digging around, you can just cover up the ashy covered poker and put the whole thing away. It's super light. It fits. I think the profile is actually a little bit lower than the 3-way tool, even though it's round, so it's on a diameter, but the thickness, I think when you include the tamper end, is actually a little bit smaller. and so it fits in all my stuff really well. It's a softer metal, so it has less chance of scratching stuff, and because it's all aluminum, and it just works fantastic. And I'd never heard of it before, and I found it there for $1.99. It has a stamp, a laser etch on the outside by Sanda or Sonda. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's pretty hard to see. It's S-A-N-D-A. You can't see it, sorry. It's right there, but S-A-N-D-A. So I guess that's my recommendation, is Sanda aluminum pipe tool, $1.99. I've come to prefer it. I think it's better than the Czech tool, my personal preference. So next time you're at your local brick and mortar, ask them if they have a drawer of pipe tools to dig around and look for one of these. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Go find a pipe tool that you like. Don't be afraid to open your airway if it needs it. Till next time, grace, peace, and pipes.